Hey guys, and welcome to
Xpressons.
I'm Liv.
I'm G. I'm Elizabeth.
I'm Kim.
And I'm Jade.
Today we're going to be talking about relationships and all things relevant. We're going to have hot topics and current events.
Let's start with Dear Xpressons.
So we've been collecting the questions we actually got, and we're going to go through them. Literally hate when people stop in the middle of the sidewalk to have a chat. How do you guys feel about that one?
Ditto. I feel the same way.
I'm a sociable person, so I actually
She's the one that stops in the middle.
Yeah, it depends if I'm on my way to a class. Like if I'm on my way to class, move.
Okay, whoever
Move
wrote
out
this,
the way.
if whoever wrote this is probably talking about both of y'all.
Oh, because I do stop.
Bro, she's the one in the middle of the hallway, the sidewalk. Liz will be on the other side of the street talking about, hey friend. Bro, especially when you late for that 9:25 and Liz is
Stop being
trying to
messy.
stop you.
Stop being messy. Stop being messy.
Oh my God.
I'll make it to Quant.
My turn. Question. How do you feel about Xavier Mills?
Ooh.
I think they make really good friends.
Sips tea. Oh my God. What you drinking, G?
Tea. They're really great on-campus leaders.
I agree. They're smart. Very smart.
You can have good conversations.
Anyways,
Relationship wise? Nope. Next
Okay,
question.
next.
all right. Oh, Jesus. Took two. Okay, let's see. Question. What makes relationships on campus successful? Wouldn't know, never been in one of those, but
Why you lying?
No, I'm saying it's successful. It's successful.
That question's so awkward.
What makes a relationship? I think honestly, what makes a successful relationship on campus would be what makes a successful relationship in general. So if y'all trust each other, if y'all are honest, mind y'all
Communication,
business.
not letting messy people all up in it.
Yeah. Facts, never facts.
Yeah, it's two people in a relationship, not 4, 6, 3.
And his
triangles.
Or the old
homeboys.
school.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't do relationships.
Hashtag snap effects.
Okay, expression. Been thinking about stealing one of these golf carts on campus.
Damn. Same. I'm not donating any of this.
To the NCF?
To the NCF?
10 minutes? It's not about to work.
No, that's not
working.
working.
From South to
Y'all ain't never.
NCF.
I can't do it.
I can do it in 6.
You must be running,
I
girl.
mean, I hear but y'all ain't never woke up like 7:50 right before 8 a.m. and you had to get over there like.
Yeah, cell phone in pocket, just like my track coach said. Cell phone in pocket. I need some chest.
So you one of them golf course.
But then she's still gonna stop and talk to somebody.
Then I make it to class on time. But I make it to class on time.
Okay, my turn.
God, I got so.
You need to stop with that tea.
Question.
It's boiling.
Do you think having a relationship in college is worth it?
Nope. I think getting a degree is worth it.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Y'all know
that comes
hashtag,
first.
what is it? A's before B's? Or B's?
Don't
let Bay keep you from getting an A.
And as Jordan said, shout out to my homegirl Jordan. She said, what did she say? Bay ain't Bay. If Bay keep you from an A.
There you
Yeah.
go.
My
Zulations.
And if you're spending more time tutoring him than doing your own work, you probably need to leave him because he's holding you back.
Yeah, no. I
If
know
he's
some
a
people that be
distraction
doing
or
other
her,
people's homework and not their own.
Basketball players?
Wow.
No.
It's not all of them. I know some successful
I'm talking about people
basketball
in relation or situationships that doing they significant other's homework. Girl, that ain't cute.
That's not our business.
X code.
So first, we're going to talk about something that's really relevant right now, and that would be homecoming, especially since one of our castmates has never been. What are some do's and don'ts on what to wear, what not to wear, where to go, what to look forward to? So what do you guys have to say?
Do your homework a week in advance because you will be stuck the night before something is due and you're out on a boat ride, not gonna get home till 1.
Talk about that test the next morning.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And there's usually a chemistry or biology exam.
The
The
next
day of boat ride is bio, so right before. So get prepared for that. Yeah.
This homecoming as like fun as possible. I know Shalani and Hassan and all the committee chairs and all their committees are working really, really hard to make this the best homecoming yet. So go to every single event, be as fine as possible, be Sunday's best fine, Friday's finest, Thursday's everything. Just be fine. All homecoming.
Just make sure you get all your priorities taken care of first, because it ain't nothing if you show up looking nice but you fail the next morning.
Thou shalt get you a wig because that prom dress
On the
that
boat
boat
ride?
ride not gonna last, sis.
It's not right.
Not gonna last.
I was thinking about being too.
Oh, that's the other thing. Boat ride is always hot. Do yourself a favor. Don't wear a long sleeve dress. If you're gonna wear something to cover up, wear it so that you can take it on and off, because it's like 2,000 degrees in there.
But it's gonna be fun though.
Yeah, it's fun.
And it's all black, so come in black and be fine.
Black or fake.
Or white.
Yeah, or purple.
No.
Or baby blue.
Y'all.
I'm colorblind.
Not on today. Technically, no, we're not doing this.
I'm dead. What about pink?
You know, that's different.
Oh my god. So the next thing we're gonna go over is maybe this question: could you just be friends with your ex? Is that possible?
I think it could be possible. Like, if you guys both know that y'all aren't interested in each other anymore and y'all have completely moved on, then maybe. But like, if you're fresh out of a relationship and you're trying to be friends, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, it takes time in between, and like y'all have to just be on that level, because y'all gonna try. It's possible that you'll try to force a friendship that just doesn't need to be. Y'all might just need to be out of each other's lives.
Yeah.
But that's completely dependent on like y'all too. So that's something that y'all would have to decide.
It also depends on like how you came into the relationship. Like, did you start out as friends? That's like a big part of it too.
And you have to be able to differentiate what friends is, and if you're basically just being friends but more than that, because there's a lot of people that's like, yeah, no, that's my ex and we're just friends, but then y'all still pulling up to each other's house at some different hours doing different things and pulling fire alarms and stuff, and that's not good. But we ain't gonna expose nobody.
Yes.
Not fire alarm.
Boy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so actually, let's go over this question, because I feel like it's a big deal on campus, especially for women, not just on campus but in life. Can people really decipher what the difference is between sexual harassment and sexual abuse or sexual assault? Can you guys give a clear example?
Well, sorry. I feel like sexual harassment and sexual assault are basically like the terms are kind of differentiated between one is more verbal and one is touch.
But they go hand in hand.
Yeah, they go hand in hand. I definitely agree with that.
I feel like it's a thin line. Like, sexual harassment can easily turn into sexual assault.
Yeah. And depending on the person, it's hard to differentiate, because if a man is touching on you and you don't really like it, that can be considered, molestation.
Yeah, because what if, like, for instance, what if a guy were to just come up and hug you from behind, but for too long, and you just weren't feeling it, but you felt really uncomfortable? How would you address that, and what would you categorize it as?
That's the same thing as like when you're at a party and boys are like, "Excuse me," and they, "Excuse me." Excuse me.
Like, just because I'm at a party doesn't mean I want to be touched by every guy that's going to walk past me.
No, I'm from the north, so I got a bad attitude. So when dudes like try to touch me, I be like, what are you doing? Like, chill out. Get away from me.
Get away from me.
It's the Spark Notes version.
Especially trying to figure it out, not only like in a school setting, but even in like a friend setting. Like, how would you feel if maybe your friend crossed that boundary? Like, how do you figure out, because a lot of girls you'll ask, and it's like, yeah, no, I've never been harassed, but I don't like when so-and-so just touches on to me. Well, that's harassment.
Yeah.
So it's also trying to figure that out, but also in like the work setting, because there's definitely been times where I've been at work and you know, you walk through the kitchen at a restaurant and all the guys start saying really nasty things or, you know, try and brush up against you. Or I used to work at a restaurant and it was just, I never wanted to eat there anymore because just the people in the kitchen.
Same, girl. Same.
Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Okay, let's move on to, let's see. Would you stay with someone out of loyalty, although you are unhappy or fell out of love?
I can't lie, I've done it before.
Same. I just feel like if I tell someone that, you know, I'm there for them, I feel like I have to be there for them. And it's hard for me to, like, stop. Unless they did something, like, extremely dirty or anything.
No, even when somebody, like, does me, like, extremely dirty, it's very hard for me. Like, once I allow somebody, like, into my life, and like open up to them, it's very hard for me to just like let them go, because I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt. So I'm like, oh well, they didn't mean to, and I'll make excuses for them. No. Like if somebody could, like, depending on what it is, like in my case, like if somebody continuously disrespects you, then that means they don't care. And no matter what you keep, like no matter what you say, if they keep doing it, they don't care. So you need to remove yourself from the situation. Love yourself more. Ride for yourself more than you ride for that person. Be loyal to yourself more than you're being loyal to that person. Everything will pan out.
You come first, always.
What about you?
Well, I feel like I would stay in a relationship because I don't like to see people hurt. I've been hurt before. And I just feel like it's not a good feeling. Like, it's sad. It makes me sad to see other people sad. So I feel like if I were to get out of a relationship and that person loved me, they're going to end up hurting.
But you're going to end up hurting more.
Yeah, you don't want to compromise your happiness.
Yeah.
It's a difference when, like, you feel like you're hurting somebody else, but then you have to remember to look in the mirror. Because, like, what's the first thing they say to you when you get on a plane? They say that you need to put your own oxygen mask on first before you help somebody else. Because it ain't going to help you if you die on the spot and then they can't help themselves.
True. Hashtag snap.
Basically, how I envisioned closing out Xpressons was quoting, like, Black Girl Magic quotes or, you know, things that certain people have said that I feel is just influential. So, yesterday, I don't know if you guys saw the show Dear White People on Netflix with Logan Maurice Browning. And so yesterday she had posted a picture with her and Kyla Pratt and another woman, and she basically quoted it and said, "For inquiring minds, Black Girl Magic is when you love on your sisters you may only have known from afar. Black Girl Magic is a warm hug upon first meeting. It's our not so secret handshake. Black Girl Magic is cheering each other on because you see the light in your sister and within yourself." I think that that's what Xpressons kind of stands for.
Yeah.
And I mean, I had fun with you guys.